Blackstone Audio presents Backwards and in Heels, The Past, Present and Future of Women Working in Film by Alicia Malone. This book is read by Katherine Littrell. For my fellow movie geeks. Introduction. After all, Ginger Rogers did everything that Fred Astaire did. She just did it backwards and in high heels. Anne Richards. When I think back to my childhood, growing up in the suburban capital of Canberra, Australia, my memories are patchy at best. My friends sometimes try to remind me of the time when we did this or that together, but all I can do is stare at them blankly. The one thing that really stands out when I think back are the movies. I remember our house being filled with movies, hundreds of VHS tapes with films my dad had recorded from the television, piling up in precarious towers in our spare room. My mum making trips to the local video store to get a weekly supply of movies. The living room with its multiple copies of Leonard Maltin's movie guides. And my bedroom, plastered in film posters. From a young age, I was introduced to the magic that lay within movies, and this ended up transforming my life in so many ways. I would sit transfixed by the screen, watching the glamorous Marilyn Monroe, the icy Hitchcock blondes, and sassy Katherine Hepburn. I loved how these women were powerful, strong, sexy, and vulnerable all at once. And sometimes I related strongly to one of the characters on screen, like the young Liz Taylor in National Velvet. At the time, I too was obsessed with horses. It's a very powerful thing to see yourself or someone you would like to be reflected as the hero of a movie. She made me feel like I could do anything. And so, if you had asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, after ditching the idea of being an Olympic-level horse rider, my answer would have been a film director. I wanted to create that same type of special magic, including inspiring heroes and fascinating stories that would appeal to future film buffs, to ignite the same love for movies that I had felt. This continued throughout high school, when I challenged myself to learn more and more about the art of cinema. I devoured 7 movies a week, read all the books I could get my hands on, and sat in the front row of film class, eagerly hanging on to every word the teacher said. Then I decided that my school peers needed to love movies as much as I did.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?